Good morning on a very cold winter's morning. I just thought I'd show you these trim panel clips that I've got. These are the original ones that hold that back panel on that I've been doing, and look, if you look at them, they're really short. So if you put any carpet on your trim and then try and put it back in, you have to really push them in to get them to bite, and then they just pop off. They kind of scrape away at the edges. Don't know whether that's going to focus for us, probably not. Anyway, I got these ones which are called trim panel fixes, and all you have to do on eBay is just type the word longer trim panel fixes. I searched and I thought, I just can't find them. I heard that they do them, and the missus said, why don't you just type in longer? Yeah, all right, I'll type in longer. Typed in longer, came up straight away. Thanks. And if you're like me, you always get a few extra. 100. Fine. Okay, so we're also going to whip this new back panel off, and we're thinking that we should use it for a bar. So that's what we're going to do. So we've got that off. That's what it looks like when it's off, if I haven't shown you before. So I've done a bit of research around the house, namely the kitchen, and we know that the widest bottle of spirits is about 10 centimetres. So that's how big our pocket's got to be. Hold a couple of bottles in the bar. Well, look at that. We found a bit of wood. It's exactly 10 centimetres wide. Wonder if today will be a lucky day. Right, so just so you can see an idea of what we're doing here, that's going to be the bottom. These are going to be the sides. And that's going to be the top. So we can put 2 bottles of liquor in there. That's the idea. I'm just going to shape them up, just finish off the sizing, get that right, and then we'll screw them together. Little tip there that you'll see me doing, whenever you're working with MDF, it's absolute rubbish really. It's good for a screw going through that way, where the kind of grain, laminated grain goes, if you like. But if you try and screw into the end without a pilot or hole, forget it, it's absolutely useless. And the other big tip, plenty of screws, Paul, plenty of screws. Can't have too many, honest. Now there's many ways to skin a rabbit when it comes to putting this felt on, and I'm sure there are some professional people out there who could give me some advice in the comments. But essentially, I just need to cover it in some blue stuff and make it look a little bit tidy. And I'll probably be wasteful of the blue stuff along the way. Get some more. So at some point, unless you're super professional and been trained really well, this carpet will pull, and it pulls really well. But unless you're super professional, you'll always be left with one edge where two have got to meet. So always try and put that edge in a place where it's not, you know, completely visible. So that's going to be mounted like that, so it's going to be nice and smooth, looking from the top, looking inside, looking down the sides. But if you're underneath and looking up, you'd probably see a bit of a seam, but we're going to try and do that neatly. So what I'm going to do is pull that seam apart, put some glue in, clamp it back down, and then I'll give it 5 minutes to dry, 10 minutes to dry, and then just get a pair of scissors. Might even try with a sharp knife, but traditionally I've always used a pair of sharp scissors and just go along that seam. And we'll do that on both sides. Okay, there we are, so that's done. That's obviously going to screw to it, so it's going to look like that. These are those seams. It's not amazing, but once you're in the van, you can't see that. You're not looking for it, you're not getting in the van and thinking, right, let's have a look at your seams. It's just ridiculous. They look alright, don't they? That's that. That's ready to go on. So we'll have a look at screwing that on the back panel from the back. So the first hole we've drilled through from this way, and we've gone completely blind. But a good place where I can put a screw. So now we're going to put this where we think it can be, which is probably going to be about there. And I'm just going to run a drill up through there, and then it'll be tight enough that we can swing it up and down, because we need to make it look level in the van. We don't know how level this looks. So we're just going to put a pilot hole in. So we've got to look roughly where we want to be, and it's there. I'll just drill a pilot hole. And we're going to pop a screw in there. Again, even doing a screw through this fabric can leave you in all sorts of trouble. Look, as I try and bring that screw through, the fabric all twists and it pulls it all off. So even something as simple as that can be an absolute pain. So if you get a knife and make a tiny little hole. That'll get rid of all of those problems. We're not going to be able to do that once it's on, but when you've got something supporting it a bit more, you'll get away with it. I'm just going to line that up with the hole. We'll whiz that screw up. Drop the camera. Good save. That's pulled down nicely, and it's just allowing me to manoeuvre that to where it looks square on the van. So I'll go and have a look at the van and I'll come back. Okay, that was an absolute pig to get back on, and I don't think you can see it on the camera, but I've scored a line very gently in the fabric, and that's what tells me where it needs to be to get everything square, which is more or less in line with the bottom of there. It's just slightly up there, and it makes a difference when you get in the van and you look at that. You want it to look straight. Yeah, so it all went beautifully well in the shed. There's the screw. It's gone straight through into the spirits bottle holder, and everything's fantastic. The more vigilant ones might have noticed that I did miss, and the even more vigilant ones might have noticed that I missed twice. But that's okay, it's at the back, doesn't matter. Show the mistakes, keep the channel honest. Right guys, looks nice, I'm happy with that. So I'm not sure what we're going to do at the top, because we've got to leave enough room to get the drinks bottles in. So we'll try that out first. Might put a row of glasses up the top, or an optics thing for a bottle of spirits down that left side. Not sure yet, but I'm going to leave this one here. Thanks for watching. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. You've been watching Steve the Transit Camper. Take care.